I have returned. I have. So I know I'm awful at this whole uploading thing, but to be honest, summer just like wasn't a good time for me to be uploading. I was really busy. I had like a lot going on. But now that I'm back in school after 8 and soon to be 9, that's another story. 8 to 9 hours of just work. I feel like I went home today after the first day of school and I was like, I just need to sit down and make a YouTube video. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, I was really slacking, but I'm here now, so that's good. So I was looking at my analytics the other day, and aside from the sick ad revenue that I'm now receiving, I stumbled across my subscriber demographics. So it turns out like 35% of y'all are between the ages of 13 and 17. I mean, like, me too. What's up? Anyway, I thought, well, that's a big chunk of people who are around my age, so that's probably gonna be a lot of people who are starting high school this fall. Or summer. It's summer, but some of you are starting in the fall. Starting high school. Starting high school is a really big moment in our lives right now. I know because I did it. And if you're anything like me, you're probably like a little unsure, a little nervous. Even if you're totally like excited, you probably still have some questions. So at around 5 in the morning, I came up with this list of things that, in my opinion, are really gonna help like anyone starting high school really soon. Oh, by the way, this video is gonna be tailored towards like public schools just because that's what I go to and have always gone to. So if you go to a private school, sorry. Okay, that's out of the way. Let's go. Okay, so firstly, you want to get to know your way around. There's a really good chance that your high school is going to be a lot bigger than your middle school. So as soon as you get your schedule, start to like know your way around on the first day. Keep in mind like not only where your classes are, but how you're getting to them. Try to like map out a route, because it'll help a lot to like not think about that later on and to not have to worry about that. And if you have lockers, which I don't, but if you do, figure out the fastest way to get to your class from your locker. So once you know where the hell you're actually going, get to know the teachers inside those classrooms. Different things are gonna fly in every classroom. I had one teacher who was okay with us like listening to music while we worked and like sort of being on our phones. Like, she wasn't really that strict. As long as we got the work done, she was like, you know what? It's fine. But I had another teacher who literally made us like shut our phones down, like all the way down, like hold the little thing and power it off. So yeah, get to know the teachers, make sure you follow like every rule that they give you. Stay on their good side, because you're gonna be stuck with them for however many months. They're probably, if your school is like my school does this and my middle school did this, they're probably gonna give you a list of their guidelines at the beginning of the year. So make sure you read those instead of just getting them signed and like being done with them. Actually read them. I didn't do that in 9th grade and I wish that I had. Okay, so classes are done. What are you gonna do now? I really strongly suggest doing some kind of after school activity. And I know you're probably gonna roll your eyes and be like, I don't have time for that, you stupid person. You might be worried about having time for both schoolwork and activities, and for some people like time management is a struggle, but honestly high school is a really good time to get involved in stuff, because like you meet other people and you can really like express what you love and just do what you love. And honestly, freshman year, like if you're worried about the workload, you'll be okay. Like, you have time. I know someone who's literally in like 6 clubs and programs and stuff, and they still like maintain good grades. Like, plus it's fun. You need a break from the schoolwork, because at times, I remember last year, even though it wasn't like boatloads and boatloads of work, it still got to be like a little overwhelming if I was busy or going through like a rough time or something. You need a break from it. You know what I mean? Oh, and speaking of the schoolwork, my next tip is to start using a schedule. Like I said, the workload isn't that bad freshman year, but it is gonna be more than middle school, so be prepared for that. I used a schedule to plan out like when I was gonna do each subject and how long I was gonna spend on it, when I was gonna do breaks, how that managed with like my rehearsals, because I was in choir. And I just kept that consistent throughout most of the year, like after I started using it. And it really helped. I felt a lot more organized. You feel more on top of everything if you know like what you're doing and when you're doing it. I used to be the kind of person who would just wing it. Like, I would never study for anything, and I like still passed. I know, I was that kid. But honestly, once you get to high school, like that's not gonna be the case. You're gonna have more classes, you're gonna have more work, even though it's not insane, you're still gonna have more work. So you really wanna like keep track of all that, because otherwise you're gonna feel like you don't have control over it, and that's never a good thing. Right, so you've got your schoolwork done. hopefully you're in some kind of after-school program, and now you have to meet people. I know, I'm sorry. It's a lot harder for some of us than it is for others, and I get that. Like, I was there for years. But honestly, having a close group of friends in high school is gonna help you so much, because it is just so nice having people through this crazy, insane ride that you know you can trust and depend on. Like, people that are just your rock and that are there for you. And high school can be the place to find those people, because everyone is more mature than they were in middle school. And if you've joined a club or a program, you're gonna meet like-minded people. So that's a good place to start. Personally, I was really like awkward and nervous in middle school, and I don't want to be the kind of person to be like, oh, like I'm so awkward, but I really was. I was an awkward person. I didn't know how to make friends at all. Making friends was one of my biggest worries going into high school, but honestly, my biggest tip, like I said, is just find people who you have stuff in common with and go from there. Almost all of the friends that I made in 9th grade, I made in show choir, in the choir that I was in. And they're such good friends. Like, they're still my closest friends. So we automatically had like music and singing in common. It's a good starting point, you know? But whatever your strategy may be for meeting people, go for it, and go for it 200%, because friends are gonna be a rock. Getting through that first year, you need them. So now that you're involved with other people, my next point of advice is stay out of drama. Movies don't lie. High school can be really dramatic. The last thing you want is for some petty drama to ruin your year, because freshman year is your time to shine. Like, that's just it. It just is. It's your time to shine. It's your time to make yourself known. It's your time to discover new things. And you don't need like, oh, Ashley said this, and like whoever like did that. You don't need that clogging up your space. This is your space. This is your area. Stay away from people who are gonna feed off of the drama and the negative energy, because you don't need that. That's all I have to say about that. I mean, obviously every situation involving like drama, if it's like friend drama or like boy drama or whatever, every situation is different, so deal with it however you see fit, but just get rid of it because you don't need it. Freshman year is really your time to pave the road for the next 3 years. I mean, obviously like stay in the moment and like have fun, because you really want to cherish it, but also remember that the time management skills and like the work habits and what you get done, that's gonna be the framework for how your sophomore and your junior and your senior year are gonna be. So you really want to make sure that you get off to a good start. Just stay on top of everything and you'll be okay. But lastly, have fun. That sounds super cliche, but honestly, high school goes by so fast, and your freshman year is your first year, and it goes by super quickly. So just do what you can to make it your year. Your year. Yours. No one else's year. You get this year. You're in high school now. It's really cool, and it's really fun if you want it to be and if you make it. So those are all the tips I have. I know a lot of you are either not close to high school or long gone or already in high school, so leave some advice for the people that are just going into high school now, you know? Drop a comment. Share some words of wisdom. You never know who you're gonna help, is all I'm saying. And for the rest of you, I really hope this helped, and have a good time, really. If you need anything else, like if there's anything else you wanna know, leave a comment. I'm always in the comments, like always. I love seeing what you guys have to say and what you have to ask. So yeah, don't hesitate, don't be a stranger, you know? It's there. Type something out. That is all I have for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you next time, whenever that may be. Bye.